This is Elon Musk, founder of SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and currently the richest man in the world. He's launched reusable rockets, disrupted the auto industry, and plans to colonize Mars. But long before the headlines and Twitter storms, Elon was just a quiet kid in South Africa, reading science fiction. And among all the books he devoured, one stood out above the rest. A book he says shaped his worldview and gave him a mission that would define his life. That book is Foundation by Isaac Asimov. And in this episode of Shelf Made, we'll explore how a sci-fi novel from the 1950s sparked Elon Musk's vision for the future of humanity. Foundation is a sweeping space epic, part science fiction, part philosophy, part political thriller. Written by Isaac Asimov, the book tells the story of a galactic empire on the verge of collapse. But one man, a mathematician named Hari Seldon, sees it coming. Using a fictional science called psychohistory, he predicts the empire's downfall and sets in motion a 1,000-year plan to preserve knowledge, minimize chaos, and rebuild civilization. Seldon's solution? A foundation. A hidden group of thinkers and scientists who will guide humanity through the darkness. Sound familiar? That's because Elon Musk sees himself and SpaceX as part of our modern-day foundation, a safeguard for the future of human civilization. In interviews, Elon Musk has said, "The lesson I drew from Foundation is that you should try to take the set of actions that are likely to prolong civilization, minimize the probability of a dark age, and reduce the length of a dark age if there is one." For Musk, Foundation isn't fiction. It's a strategic playbook. He doesn't just admire Seldon's vision. He's actively trying to do the same thing, prevent collapse by anticipating it. He believes the biggest threats to humanity are AI out of control, climate catastrophe, a singular planetary disaster, and his response is proactive defense. Colonize Mars, transition to clean energy, create brain-computer interfaces to keep up with AI. Musk is playing a long game, just like Hari Seldon. Let's break it down. In Foundation, the galactic empire has grown too large, too slow, too fragile. Corruption festers. Innovation dies. Collapse is inevitable. Seldon doesn't try to stop the collapse. He accepts it, but he prepares for what comes after. That's what Musk is doing with SpaceX and Tesla. He's not betting the Earth will be destroyed tomorrow. But if something does happen, a supervolcano, a rogue AI, or a global war, humanity needs a backup plan. A plan B. Musk? SpaceX isn't just a rocket company. It's Elon Musk's Foundation, a safeguard for knowledge, for people, for progress. And that mindset, it started with a book. Before we go deeper, if you're enjoying this journey into the minds of billionaires and the books that built them, subscribe to Shelf Made. It fuels our mission to bring you life-changing ideas from the world's most driven minds. The genius of Foundation lies in this one idea. You can't stop collapse, but you can shape what happens next. This is the exact kind of thinking that separates average leaders from visionary ones. While most people react to problems, Seldon and Musk predict them. They model risk. They invest in the far future. And this mindset isn't just about survival. It's about hope. Foundation suggests that even in the darkest times, there will be people who preserve knowledge, protect values, and rebuild stronger. And Musk wants humanity to be that kind of species, adaptable, courageous, forward-looking. This vision is what draws talent to him. It's why the best engineers in the world line up to work 80-hour weeks at SpaceX. They're not just building rockets, they're building the future. Isaac Asimov wrote Foundation in the 1940s and 50s when the world was recovering from World War II. He saw how fragile civilization really was, how quickly empires could fall, how fast science could be used for destruction or salvation. His solution? Invest in rationality, science, and planning. Not politics, not power, Asimov was one of the first to write about a world run not by kings or armies, but by knowledge. And in a way, his dream lives on in leaders like Musk who try to engineer society toward progress. But here's the twist. In Foundation, even Sheldon's master plan gets disrupted because humans aren't machines. Emotion, chaos, and unpredictability always sneak in, which means the plan must evolve. Just like Elon Musk adapts SpaceX's path, Tesla's roadmap, or Neuralink's timeline. No system is perfect, but planning for resilience? That's eternal. Now let's be honest. Not everyone believes in Musk's sci-fi ambitions. Critics say Mars colonization is a fantasy. They argue we should fix Earth before we reach the stars. Others warn that turning books like Foundation into real-world strategies can be dangerous. After all, Sheldon's Foundation isn't democratic. It's elite, technocratic, secretive, and some fear Musk's influence is growing too powerful, too fast, like a modern-day empire of one. But here's what Musk would say. We're already in danger if we do nothing. Complacency is the real threat. His actions aren't based on ego. They're based on urgency. Foundation isn't just Elon Musk's favorite book. It's his manual, a reminder that the future won't be built by accident. It must be designed, protected, and passed on. And this is what great books do. They don't just entertain. They infect us with possibility. For Musk, Foundation planted the seed. It shaped his purpose. And now, it may shape humanity's next chapter. Because if his vision succeeds, Mars won't be just a planet. It will be the next foundation. Want more stories like this? Check out our deep dive into the book that shaped Steve Jobs and find out why he read it every single year. Subscribe to Shelf Made and join a new kind of future builder. Because the people who change the world usually start by reading one great book.